Oh my word, Newcastle have agreed a deal to sign Alexandar Isak from Real Sociedad. This guy was my number one pick. This before when takeover news originally broke in 2020. I wrote an article for NFTV with 5 targets we should go for should a takeover ever go through, and my number one was Alexandar Isak. So to see this news today, I am absolutely over the moon. This kid is the real deal. 22 years of age, got so much scope to grow and progress. Immense talent. He's going to have such a high ceiling. Wow, dubbed the next Zlatan, with him being Swedish, of course. So boundless potential if Eddie Howe can help him fulfill his potential. People say Botman's our company, Bruno's our David Silva. Well, there's your Aguero, Alexandar Isak. Amazing signing.
Newcastle United returned for Alexandar Isak, a player they initially showed interest in back in July when they had negotiations with the La Liga club about bringing him to Newcastle. They were put off by the price back then. They've since gone back to Real Sociedad with what would be a club record. Newcastle have watched a few targets slip by. They know they can't get this wrong. They need to have enough backup in the squad to cover for injuries in that front line. When you look at Newcastle's summer so far, they've been quoted high fees for a lot of players. This one would be well over a club record, £58 million in the region of, and Eddie Howe would get the Sweden international, who had, he's had some really good major tournaments. And really, despite his goal record, I think Newcastle could be a club that suits him. It's certainly one that Eddie Howe's prepared to put his faith in, and Newcastle now in advanced talks to try and get him through the door in good time for that deadline next week.
So Newcastle United's search for a striker this summer looks to be coming to an end after the news this afternoon that the club are in advanced talks to sign Alexandar Isak, 22-year-old striker who currently plays for Real Sociedad. Very, very raw talent who really exploded on the scene with Sweden at Euro 2020. Grew up in Sweden before making his way to Borussia Dortmund and eventually moving to Spain, where he's really flourished in La Liga and attracted the attention of clubs like Newcastle United and Arsenal. If his name sounds familiar, it's probably because Newcastle actually tried to sign him earlier this summer. Their first offer around 6 weeks ago was rejected by Real Sociedad, who look to have softened their stance in the last few weeks. We understand that it's a £58 million deal and that talks are ongoing, but a move does look imminent for the striker, who really does tick quite a few boxes for Newcastle. He's young, he's hungry, he can really learn off Callum Wilson while also filling in if this hamstring injury is a bit more serious than we imagine. £58 million, I'm sure Eddie Howe will be asked the question tonight after the game against Tranmere, but Chronicle Live understands that a move does look very likely to happen in what is a very, very exciting move for Newcastle United.